people behind the cartel are the ones we never talk about. And we should talk about them today. Sindio? There are two companies. One of them is called Medical Administrators Kenya Limited. MAKL. Mushasikia MAKL? In the consortium contract, it is called the Scheme Administrator. There is a second company called Bliss Healthcare. Mushasikia Bliss Healthcare? Mumesikia hiyo? Nitoboe. Now, Bliss Healthcare and Medical Administrators Kenya Limited are owned by the same individual. So both your scheme administrator and the master capitator are private companies owned by the same individual. One term, sindio? One term, ama namna gani? Now, the trouble in paradise started this way. That same person who owns Bliss and MAKL also owns Life Care Hospitals. Niseme nisiseme? So, that same individual who owns Bliss, MAKL, and Life Care Hospitals, that same individual is the major shareholder in a company called Apeiro Kenya. Apeiro Kenya is the lead consortium partner that is managing the SHA digital systems. Sasa munaelewa kwa nini munapelekwa huko? Now, it turns out that in the last few months between January and May of this year, a cartel controlled by that same individual was responsible for defrauding the Social Health Authority. Na walikuwa wanakula pesa ya mzee. Munaelewa? Sasa ile sababu ilikuwa inatukanwa ni kwa sababu kati ya hawa watu wawili wamekwisha kukosana. I am asking the teachers of Kenya, if you have representatives, do not allow yourselves to be taken into a sinking ship on 1st of December 2025. Mutakataa? Mumekataa? Ati mnasema? Asante sana.
Aya, pigia Dr. Lishenga makofi. Nimesikia kila mtu anasema ile shule alienda. Mimi nilisoma na Brian Lishenga Musingu High School kule Kakamega. Aya, next tunataka tulia mzee, tulia tu. Nataka mheshimiwa Profesa Daktari Oundo, mbunge wa Funyula, aje na yeye pia wasalimie kwa dakika kidogo tu. Leo ni Sunday, tulikuwa tunataka huyo Gen Z aendelee kupiga hiyo trumpeta, si ndio? Ako sawa.
Asante sana Bwana Sifuna. Leo ni Jumapili, tumsifu Yesu Kristo. Amin. Mimi Ojambo Oundo ndio jina langu, mbunge wa Funyula constituency katika kaunti ya Busia. Mimi nilikuwa mwalimu katika the University of Nairobi, nikatoka kuja bungeni. As I stand here, I'm in very good hands with the teachers. As I stand here, I come to thank you, to celebrate with you, because being a teacher is more than a job, it is a calling. And wherever we are, as leaders, we must always appreciate you teachers in whatever you do. And that's why every single time, we always hope any political regime, any government, will take care of the teachers, will take care of everybody, instead of wasting so much money on unessential services and neglecting the welfare of the teachers. We stand here, sometimes it pains us, because when we go to our constituencies and we find the way teachers are suffering, the challenges they have in the schools, the challenges they have in the classrooms, and the way they are struggling to deal with children, it pains us very much. So I stand here today to empathize with you, to celebrate with you, but I've always said, after every suffering, there is always a silver lining. And it is in your hands. Hizi vitu ziko kwa mikononi mwenu. Hakuna kwingine. You are the savior of this country. Hakuna mtu mwingine. And the teachers that who give direction. Mkiacha, mkikubali kuendelea kuteseka, hiyo ni shauri yenu. Na tulikuwa tunawaambia, we used to walk around. Nyinyi mnasema sijui hasala, sijui nini, tutaamka mapema, tuende tufundishe mtu fulani sijui adabu. Sasa Wakenya, wacha saa zingine tukule ujeuri yetu, kiburi yetu. Wacha tukule kiburi yetu. Tunawaomba, we request, wameongea vizuri sana. Lishenga amewaambia vizuri, Gisairo na wengine wameongea vizuri, kazi ni kwenu. Sisi kama wabunge ambao tunajali maslahi ya wananchi wa Kenya, we will go outside there and tell the Kenyans the truth. It is you who needs to do the final touches. Sisi ni midfielders. Nyinyi ndio watu wa kufunga mabao. Na mfunge mabao kule kuzuri, huku kwingine mnaweza weka on goal. Asante, sitakuwa na mengi. Asante sana Sifuna kwa kazi nzuri. Kama ningekuwa napiga kura hapa Nairobi, ningekupigia. Lakini mimi napiga Busia, tapigia seneta wangu. Asante sana, Mwenyezi Mungu abariki.
Thank you very much. Haya, Mheshimiwa Wamboka kutoka Bumula kule Bungoma. Walimu hoye! Hebu mnipatie salamu ya walimu huko nyuma, salamu ya walimu. Vile mumesikia, naitwa Wanami Wamboka kutoka Bumula. Tumekuja hapa kucelebrate mambo ya walimu. Tunatambua ile kazi mnafanya. Tuko na nyinyi. Tunajua zile shida mnapitia. Kwanza ni washukuru kuchagua kiongozi shupavu. Huyu jamaa anaitwa Edwin Sifuna. Walimu wa Nairobi, ile mambo mmefanyia Kenya, jambo la maana sana ni Edwin Sifuna. Can you imagine Kenya hii kama haingekuwa na Edwin Sifuna? Sasa tumshukuru sana. Pili, unajua mimi hata watu wakiumia mimi siumii sana. Kwa sababu mimi ni mtu ya baba. Mimi sikupigia hii serikali kura. Mimi ni mtu wa nani? Tukiwa na huyu Sifuna. Kwa sababu wengine wetu tuliona haya maneno yanafanyika, tuliona kitambo sana. And someone must speak about these things. If you want to kill a country, play with the education system of that country. It surprises me, as it should to everyone, that this country prioritizes housing more than education. That this government prioritizes housing over health care. It surprises me. Lakini hiyo maneno yote iko kwa mikono yenu. Nyinyi ndio mnafunza kila mtu, ukiona engineer, ukiona wakili, ukiona ni nani? Ni walimu. Ile kitu imemshinda tu ni hii maneno ya uongozi. Ikifika hapo sijui mnachanganyika wapi walimu. We speak because we are accountable. Sisi tumechaguliwa because we love our country. When things are going wrong, we must speak and say things are going wrong. Vile tunaongea sahi, ile mchanganyiko maalum iko kwa education system ya Kenya, hata Mungu mwenyewe hawezi elewa. It is difficult. Hata hii kitu mnaitwa CBC, mwalimu haelewi. Mzazi haelewi. Serikali haielewi. Alafu wewe una expect mwanafunzi aelewe CBC. Kama ni mambo Mbotele angesema, je, huu ni ungwana? Sasa ni nyinyi walimu. It is incumbent on you as teachers, shape your destiny. Wanasiasa watakuja na mambo kumdanganya mambo mingi sana. You are in trouble. You can, ebu mniambie, third term inakuja mwisho. Hakuna capitation imepelekwa kwa shule. Hakuna capitation. Lakini wakati wanataka pesa ya ile system ina run SHA, 104 billion inapatikana. Wakati kanisa inatakana kujengwa State House, pesa inafanya nini? Inapatikana. Lakini tukikuja kwa pesa ya capitation kupelekwa kwa shule, hiyo pesa hakuna. Sisi tukiwa huko bunge, wale wenzetu tuko hapa, we are with you. Na hatutaenda namna hii, sisi tutasimama na nyinyi. Hiyo mambo yote mnasema, mambo ya JSS,
Hiyo yote sisi tuko na nyinyi na tutasimama na nyinyi. Na sisi pia sasa penye mefika, mmetuona hapa, hii timu inaitwa Kenya moja. Sio rahisi. It is not easy to be Senator Sifuna in this country. Ile mishale inatoka kona zote, sio rahisi. Lazima pia nyinyi msimame na seneta wenyu, msimame na kiongozi wenyu wakati shida inaanza kwenda. Na mimi nikiangalia huyu Sifuna, yani ninajiuliza ni nini sisi hatuna? Caleb, what don't we have, Babu Owino? Ni nini hatuna? Na Sifuna tunaogopa nini? 2027 hii tunaogopa nini? 2027 tunaogopa nini? Unajua, I come from a circumcising community. Nikisema hivyo ndugu zangu wa Jaluo wanaanza kushtuka. Sisi wakati mwanaume umekuwa circumcised, hakuna kitu ingine na kutisha. Si hii maneno yote tunaongea. Mimi nafika fahali Sifuna, mimi naona hata sisi tuweke agenda kwa meza. Tuweke option kwa meza kwa mambo ya 2027. Mnakubaliana na sisi? Mnakubaliana na sisi? Huyu Sifuna akiwa huko ndani, Babu Owino akiwa ndani, Oundo akiwa ndani, Caleb Amisa akiwa ndani, Kibagendi akiwa ndani. Alafu mnasema nini mwisho? Wase wako lori. Haya. Tunaendelea vizuri. Walimu oye. Naenda kumaliza, alafu tuite wadosi wetu, tukae chini tuwasikize na nyinyi. Mheshimiwa Caleb Amisi ni mbunge wa Saboti. Saboti iko katika kaunti ya Trans Nzoia. Kama mnajua mji wa Kitale, huyo ndio mbunge wa area hiyo. Kijana mdogo. Karibu.
Asante sana. Walimu musilale, lale, walimu musilale. Bado mapambano. Jesi musilale, lale, Jesus musilale. Bado mapambano. Bado mapambano. Asante sana. Walimu oye. Walimu ria. Walimu kukukuku. Kwani mmezeeka? Aya, mimi ndio naitwa Caleb Amisi Luyai, kijana power, mbunge wa Saboti, na mimi ndio ule mheshimiwa sijawahi kutana na William Ruto. Na sitawahi kutana na yeye. Nimefurahi kufika hapa. Number one, I want to appreciate the people of Nairobi County, wakiongozwa na walimu, kwa kutupea huyu kijana awe seneta wenyu. Sisi watu wa Magharibi tunawashukuru. Thank you very much. Na muendelee kumpa nguvu. Ni kijana wetu, tunamwamini na tunasimama na yeye. Mimi kule tumetoka Magharibi wamesema one term. Na kwanza kabisa walimu ni waeleze, I'm the newest product of teachers. Because a week ago, I graduated with Masters in International Relations at USIU. So I'm the newest product ya walimu. Na wakati nimesimama hapa, apart from being the newest product ya walimu, mimi nimefunzwa, not just kufunzwa, nimelelewa na mwalimu. I was born, and I want you to listen to this story. The importance of a teacher. My father died before I was born. 2 months before I was born. Don't say sorry. I want you to listen to the story. Walimu oye. I want you to listen to the story. And my mother left when I was 6 months old. So nimelelewa na grandmother. In the school I studied, Sabatia Primary, the head teacher of that school saw my score from primary class 1 to class 8. And he took his fare, akaenda Starehe Boys, akatafuta yellow form, akaleta nikasign. When results came, I knew there is a school called Starehe Boys after results of KCPE. And if that teacher did not sign the yellow form, even if I was number 1 in the whole country, I'll not have gone to Starehe. And I will not have accessed education. Walimu power. Walimu power. So when I say I'm a product of teachers, ni mwalimu ndio alifanya nikaenda Starehe after I became the first boy in Western region. Makofi kwangu. Igwe. Igwe. Na kama kusaini form ya mwalimu, singeenda Starehe Boys Center. So I'm a product, a real product of what a teacher can do in the life of an individual. Now I'm standing here as a member of parliament, elected twice. This is my second term. 2 term, 3 term. Nataka niwaambie kabla sijakaa, hawa vijana unaona, mimi kama nimetembea mgutupu nikaenda shule na nimekuwa hapa kama MP twice. These are not boys you can joke around with. Hawa sio wale wanaume unapatana kwa barabara mkisema wanasiasa. We are determined to change this country and we shall do it. There is no any country in the whole world that can develop without a well-structured education system. Itakuwaje Kenya peke yake ndio nchi dunia mzima where wanasikia walimu wanagoma, education is in suckers. There is no any other example of a country where education is always the topic of discussion. It is only in Kenya. It must stop with our generation. The youth of a nation are the trustees of our prosperity. Na ni lazima walimu muangalia hawa vijana, hawa wazee wamekuwa kama wakati wa Moi, mimi sina huruma nao. Mseme sijui nani, baba, wote waende. Wote waende. And I'm telling you here that where Baba, we respect you, release us to save this country. Release us Baba. Tuachilie tuokoe nchi. And we are ready. Hii yote tumewapia miaka 60 zimewashinda. Release us to save our country. And tuko tayari. Tumetosha tujatosha. Mtatuunga mkono, mtatuunga mkono. Wale wanatuunga mkono tuone kwa mkono. Walimu oye! Walimu oye! Wale wanasema one term, one term, one term, one term.
Asante sana Mheshimiwa Caleb Amisi. Sasa nataka nichukue fursa hii nimkaribishe ndugu yetu wa Embakasi East. Mheshimiwa Babu Owino. Karibu.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Teachers, I love you so much. Teachers ria. Teachers ra. Teachers tibim. Teachers tialala. Warembo ha. Walimu mwe. Asanteni sana. Thank you so much, teachers. Thank you, my super senator, Senator Edwin Sifuna, ambaye ni kiongozi bora. Sio bora, kiongozi. Sifuna, tunakuunga mkono. Najua kuna vita mingi sana hapa mbele, and we are ready. We are ready to face the challenges of life. Because by the end of the day, nobody will exit alive. Even those who are abducting us, even those who are killing us, will one day die. So therefore, lazima tujipange. To the honorable teachers who are here, as Babu Owino, I'm one of your own. I'm also a teacher. In fact, my class was the largest class in the whole world. I'm the only single teacher who has taught the largest class in the whole world, and that was an online class that attracted, at one single time, the viewership live was 800,000 viewers. Right now, it's going to 33 million viewers. Si hiyo iko sawa? Is there any other teacher here, any teacher here who benefited from my lessons? Kunayo? Si unaona wanafunzi wangu hapa sahi sasa ni walimu. Mwalimu wa maths hapa ni wapi? So there are teachers here. I talked to some who told me, Babu, I benefited from your lessons, and today I'm a teacher. I'm a proud teacher because of you. And in the next 2 weeks, I'm also going to revise again online. So teachers, tuko pamoja, msione na wapatia competition. It's because of my love for education. Because were it not education, I would have never come to Nairobi in the year 2007. Were it not for education, I would have never gone to the University of Nairobi. Were it not for education, I would have never been a member of parliament. And were it not for education, I would not be standing here today with you teachers. And therefore, for me, my love for teachers will forever be at 100%, will be at optimum. To the teachers, the love that we have for you in this society, we know very well how much we love you. You are the architects of the society. You not only build education, you not only build knowledge, but you also build character. And you build characters, you build people in this nation. Teachers, you manage our questions with patience. You manage our mistakes with compassion. And you manage our growth with pride. And therefore, we love you and will continue loving you. Teachers don't just cut the trees in the jungles, but teachers irrigate the soil of the mind. And because of teachers, we have any professional in any profession, all of them in this world, because of teachers. Were it not for teachers, we would not be having doctors today. Were it not for teachers, we would not be having teachers today. Were it not for teachers, we would not be having serious business personalities, journalists, and the babus of this world. And therefore, the role a teacher plays in the society is so big. Yet, teachers have been used, misused, and abused. And teachers have been used, misused, and abused because of lack of respect for teachers. Teachers are disrespected by the government. Teachers are the least earning civil servants in this country. Yet teachers are training other professions. When you look at our education system, the teachers who went to State House are only 10,000. If you want to know that there's disrespect, yet we have over 400,000 teachers in this country. Mr. President, if you are genuine about teachers, the teachers who never received their 10,000 shillings, send them M-Pesa today. Let every teacher who did not receive his or her money to receive their monies. You have their numbers, visit TSC, you will get their contacts, send them money via M-Pesa na utume na ya kutoa. That is how much teachers are disrespected. because of discrimination. Who told them that the ones who visited State House were better than the ones who didn't? Yet, all these teachers received the same training. Number two, when you look at our education system, the government introduced what we call the incompetency-based curriculum, IBC, which has now changed to based education. Incompetency-based education. Ladies and gentlemen, our children are being used as control experiments. The grade 7, grade 8, grade 9, at least 3 million students, learners in this nation are going to disappear. Because how do you explain that a teacher goes to the university trained to only take 2 subjects? Then this teacher is given 40 lessons to deliver. Yet this teacher is given between 5 to 7 learning areas to cover. What quality are you giving to our children? When you talk to the government, they abduct you. When you talk to the government, they arrest you. When you talk to the government, they kill you. Then they say that Sifuna ni mtu mbaya, just by saying the truth. I want to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, that if we don't stand against the injustices committed by the government, we are going to lose a whole nation. We know the role of education in economic development. In every area, there is education. In the health industry, there is education. In manufacturing industry, there is education. In construction industry, there is education. In the service industry that contributes approximately 65% to the Kenyan economy, there is education. In agricultural industry that contributes approximately 19% to the economy, there is education. Therefore, you cannot do anything without education in this country. Even the way you time, if you want a boy or a girl, it is what? You know that for you to get a baby boy, and because when you produce something travels faster, you know the timing is during of you. See, that is education. So education is literally applied in everything that we do. Yet we don't respect education in this country. Number 3, the teachers who graduated 20 years ago have never been employed. 15 years ago, 10 years ago, 5 years ago, they've never been employed. A teacher is retiring before being employed. Is that fair? But when we talk, Sifuna is bad. Number 4, the junior secondary school teachers. The autonomy. These teachers are like any other teacher. Respect them. They want independence, not dependence. Let them be independent. Let them have their structures. Let them have their administrative structures. Then, as I finish, ladies and gentlemen, I want to tell you, teachers, today lecturers are striking. Those are teachers. And lecturers have stricken for far too long just because the government cannot listen. The government would prefer go somewhere, just dish out money, but is not investing in education. I want to tell the comrades in this country that you have to join your lecturers. Close those universities. Kama mambo ni mbaya iwe mbaya. Kama ni noma iwe noma. The lecturers must be paid. And to the lecturers, do not agree to sign anything if there is no money in your pockets. To the teachers, the salaries that you earn is not congruent to, is not similar to, is not directly proportional to the work that you do. but it is inversely proportional to the work that you do. The teachers are doing a lot, but they are not being paid. Officials of NAT, officials of KUPPET, from today henceforth, start demanding for salary increment. Walimu ria, walimu ra, walimu tibim, walimu tialala, warembo ha, warembo mwe. We mwalimu, naona mwanaume anapiga mwe, we ni mrembo. Asanteni sana, Mungu awabariki. Naona Mheshimiwa Mshomba amefika hapa.
Asante sana, makofi ya Mheshimiwa Babu Owino. Haya, tuendelee tusiendelee? Tuendelee tusiendelee? Haya, wakati Mheshimiwa Babu Owino anazungumza, tumekaribisha Mheshimiwa Gathoni wa Mchomba, yuko hapa. Niwache upumzike kidogo. Uko sawa? Haya, njoo basi. Njoo basi.
Thank you very much, Senator, Super Senator Sifuna, my colleagues from the National Assembly, honorable members ambao wako hapa, all protocol observed. Walimu hai. Bwana asifiwe. My apologies for lateness. I have come from my constituency. I had another event that I had prior committed, and I was committed to come here even if I'm late. Nimekuja nikapata wakati babu, babu wa sababu, babu kwa sababu, alikuwa na execute point by point. Na unajua babu is an orator, so ameshasema yangu yote. Mimi ni mwalimu by profession, by training. I am a teacher who is supposed to be teaching secondary school, chemistry and biology. But I never taught much because I found myself in the media. Teachers, I think time has come for us to stop being rubber stamp for the political class. You have for so long become the rubber stamp. For me to be elected in Githunguri, the returning officer is always a teacher. A teacher queues and stays in the polling stations for 3 nights. Is supposed to be said anywhere there is some training to be done. If you go to the Ministry, for example, of Communication, you will get somebody called head of security. That head of security most of the time is a retired army officer or a DOD officer or a police officer who retired and absorbed in the ministry to head security department. But when you go to the same ministry, Department of Training, Monitoring and Evaluation, you will never find a teacher. The teachers are never accommodated in those departments. You will find a field officer who was promoted, a marketer who was promoted to get to those training positions. Yet, you are the teachers who are trained to train. So you need to start asking the people who are campaigning to become president in this country, where is the space of a teacher in the Ministry of Planning? Where is the position and the space of a teacher in the Ministry of Agriculture? It cannot be that you're trained to teach agriculture, but in the Ministry of Agriculture, the Department of Training and Monitoring and Evaluation is not headed by a teacher by profession. What is your agriculture for? Am I speaking? Am I speaking? So nyinyi kwa sababu ndio mnakuwa facilitators wetu wakati tunachaguliwa. You have to put your foot down. What is the space of a teacher in the next government that is being formed? Are you going to be perpetually in the street, striking to ask for increment in your salaries? The other day I was on television campaigning around issues of hardship allowances. I'm sure you know that the Parliament of Kenya has absorbed a report that is actually recommending scrapping away all the hardship allowances for teachers. Are you aware? Yes. And that report was stapled by the Cabinet Secretary, Chief Cabinet Secretary, Musalia Mudavadi. It was presented in the National Assembly of Kenya. And I was seated there tukiwa na Mheshimiwa Oudo ambaye ako hapa. And we told them, although we were the minority then in the house, you cannot take away the hardship allowance for teachers, yet you know that Alliance boy who qualified from Turkana is mentored and made by a teacher who has persevered the hardship in Turkana for that boy to join Alliance High School. You cannot scrap hardship allowance for a teacher who is in Lamu, who is perpetually fighting with bandits to make a girl that is in Sarehe Girls High School. And then you want to scrap their allowances, the hardship allowances. Now that report is pending approval in the National Assembly. As usual, if you don't get numbers in the National Assembly, that report is going to pass. You may not be the person receiving the hardship allowance right now because maybe you work in Nairobi. But let me tell you, your colleagues are going to suffer if that allowance is scrapped. I want to ask for your support. Will you support those of us who are supporting you? Will you stand with us in the National Assembly? Asanteni sana. I want to commend you for this event. My senior and my brother, Senator Edwin Sifuna. What you have done is to dignify the teachers of Nairobi. May you be dignified in future by the same teachers. Can I hear amen? Because he has dignified you. Look at your tables. You look like real teachers. Look at the setup. Because Sifuna, Senator, has dignified you. The day he would want your support to be dignified, will you come through for Senator Sifuna? Ya mwisho. Happy World Teachers Day. Even on the days when you feel unseen, know this from Gathoni wa Mushomba Mathe. The impact of your work lasts far beyond the bell. It is shaping our future. Happy Teachers Day. Thank you.
Asante sana Mheshimiwa Gathoni, thank you for joining us. Anauliza swali hapa. Ati anataka kuwapiga kitu. Wachana na wale wako Kasarani, yeye anasema yake. Sawa?
Niwapige jeki? Unajua mimi ni mwalimu ambaye Mungu alinifanikia tu nikaenda kwa media nikajipata nimeinuliwa. Kwa hivyo leo nataka niongeze hiyo kiti yenyu nitaongeza 1200.
Asante sana Mwesh. Hata mimi karibu nisahau ndio imefanya nirudi hapa. Mimi pia wacha ni coordinate niwaongeze 300,000 Kenya shillings. Alafu
Aya, mnasemaje? Asante, si ndio? Asante. Kuna mtu tulikuwa tumepea kazi ya welfare officer, si ndio? Mnajua vile sisi we are very organized na tumesema we will dignify you. Kuna vitu hatutafanya. So, ule welfare officer kwa wapi? Wewe Ted, kuja wewe mwenyewe uchukue. Mtafute wewe mtu. Zile bahasha zilikuwa unafungua tena, unaingiza ingine ndani, unaongeza. Sawa. Haya. Walimu oye! Walimu oye! Kwanza kabisa, nataka nichukue fursa hii niwashukuru kwa kukubali mwaliko wangu. Unajua, kuna mahali ingine mlikuwa mmeitwa, si ndio? Sasa, ni heshima kubwa sana kwenu kusema mtakuja mkae na sisi leo. Last year waheshimiwa ambao mko hapa tulianza hii kitu ya kucelebrate walimu every 5th of October on International Day of the Teacher. And I promised you last year ya kwamba we will make it bigger even this year. Kwa sababu last year we did maybe 500 people at Movenpick Hotel. We said we will do 1,000. Mungu akinibariki, next year tunaweka tent 2. Si ndio? Tunaweka tent 2. We have more teachers who are to join ili we celebrate you. The reason why we do this is not so that we can get an opportunity to say things. It is just to say thank you for the work that you do. And as your senator, I pledged for as long as I am here and I'm alive, every single 5th of October, we will do these celebrations with you out of honor. Now, my colleagues have spoken here, wamesema mambo mengi sana. Kwanza mimi, ndugu yangu Caleb, nilikuwa nataka ajue, sisi hata hatufai kuangalia watu wengine. Tujiangalie tu sisi wenyewe. Kukomboa hii nchi itatuchukua sisi. Kwa sababu kuna watu ambao tayari wamechangia demokrasia yetu kufika mahali imefika. Sisi tunawashukuru kwa safari ambaye wamefanya. Actually, unaona mtu kama mimi ni kijana ya baba. Throughout, I have been very lucky in my life to be mentored by giants in the political space. Baba, what he has done to mold me into who I am, siwezi muitisha kitu ingine jameni. Unajua wakikufikisha umri fulani wanakuambia sasa pia wewe fanya mambo yako, si ndio? So me, I'm very grateful that we have had opportunity to learn at the feet of giants. Kina Orengo hawa, kina Anyang' Nyong'o ambaye alinichukua nikiwa hamnijui, akasema huyu kijana anaweza kukuwa katibu mkuu wa chama. So me, I'm very grateful for that generation that has mentored us, and we love them still. We will find a way of making sure we work together. Now, last year, you raised certain issues with your senator that you wanted me to take to the Senate. Luckily for you, mimi mkinituma naendanga nasema. Na uzuri yenu huwa muniruki. Munasema ni sisi tulimwambia aseme, si ndio? That is a sort of relationship we want, that tukiamua tunaenda vita fulani, usigeuke nyuma ukute ati Sifuna ameingia komiti, hapana. Tukisema ni forward, tunaenda forward, si ndio? Last year nimesikia Gathoni akizungumza mambo ya hardship allowance. Gathoni, kama kuna watu wanahitaji hardship allowance ni hao walimu wa Nairobi. Wacha nikwambie, wewe fikiria hii Nairobi, mtu analipwa shilingi 18,000 kwa mwezi. Utatoa nyumba wapi yenye ni chini ya shilingi 20,000 yenye mwalimu anaweza ishi na heshima? We are suffering here because this city, the cost of living is too high. Kabla ulipe rent, kabla ununue chakula, walimu wanaenda shule kufunza watoto wa wengine, wao wako nyumbani, hawana fees. In this city of Nairobi. Waliniambia kwanza hawa JSS unajua ni majenzi. Waliniambia hata hawezi ishi na bibi yako Nairobi. Bibi unamwacha ushago kwa sababu hiyo 18K, hiyo pesa ni kidogo sana, hawezi kusurvive nayo. Mumeniambia JSS wanataka autonomy yao because wanasema it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. You are a graduate, unawekwa kwa center pale ati mdosi wako ni mwalimu wa P1. Unaona? So all those conversations mimi nazipeleka bunge, and I will play for you a clip here ya last week. Huyu waziri anaitwa Ogamba alikuwa kwenye Senate, na hiyo maswali tulimuuliza, ingawaji anahepa sana maswali. Anapeana story mrefu, na unajua speaker ako pale anamprotect. Saa nyingine unasikia kurukia mtu, mwambie boss hujajibu swali bana. Hujajibu swali. Wanakuambia Sifuna calm down or we will throw you out. So I have brought those issues before the Senate. You will hear his long winding answers here. That is not to mean we have given up on your representation. We will continue to represent you. I brought this gentleman who's the chair of RUFA, who's my classmate in Musingu, so that he can explain to you the danger that is ahead. And you have the power and the leadership to be able to say, sisi tuko sawa mahali tuko. Hatutaki mtu ingize kwa hiyo confusion yenu ya SHA. I was very embarrassed as a son of a teacher kuona union leaders wenu wakiimba vile walikuwa wanaimba pale State House. Nikashangaa, nikauliza, kweli ni nyinyi mlituma huyo katibu wenu aseme hiyo vitu? Ni nyinyi mlimwambia imbe hivyo? Nyinyi wimbo wenu ni tofauti? Yenu ni gani? Yenu ni gani? Semeni asikie, yenu ni gani? Correct. So, as leaders in this country, we must make sure that we represent you, and we represent you properly, and represent the issues that you want to be addressed and put them on the table. On the question of the pay slip, I feel very pained, by the way, when I see the deductions that come from my own salary. Unalipa SHA over 35,000. Mimi. Nalipa housing levy over 36,000. Kila mwezi ya Kasongo. Na unajua hao watu, they don't care whether those social houses or those so-called affordable houses work or not. Wao bora contractor ni wake, material ni yeye na supply, wakisha lipana wanaenda. Tulikuwa kwa huyu Owino, Funyula. Can you imagine in the middle of the village there, mahali Owino wakiulizwa atasema wacha tujenge classrooms mingi na hisi miti, ama tujenge hospitali. Wanajenga gorofa 12, na mimi kama Mluya najua hakuna nyumba Mluya anaweza ishi penye kuku yake hezi ingia. Hakuna kuku ya 12th floor. Ama nyinyi mnajua hakuna kuku inaishi 12th floor. So hizo nyumba hatuelewi ni nani atakuja kuishi hapo ndani, kwa sababu Senator wa Busia alinifunza kitu. Unajua Waluya wanasema wanaita kuku engoho ama ingoho, si ndio? The first 3 or 4 letters of that word ingoho is ingo. Ingo means wapi? Home. And in fact, if you want to know whether there is human habitation somewhere in Western Kenya, you meet a chicken first, na unajua kuna watu wanaishi hapa. So sisi without kuku, hiyo hatuwezani. But hao wajali, wao bora wajenge, walipe makontrakta wao, alafu wasonge mbele. Kwa hivyo mimi nataka niwaombe ya kwamba sisi kama vijana, viongozi vijana, tumeshikana, tumesema tunataka siasa za sera. Tuwaambie watu mahali ambapo serikali inapotea, ni muhimu sisi kusema kwamba hapa ni kitu kibaya. Hata kama kuna hii mambo wanaita broad-based government, haikusemekana kwamba sisi ambao tumechaguliwa kuwawakilisha tunyamaze wakati maovu yanatendeka. Sasa nani atakuzungumzia bana? So we will keep talking for you and speaking for you and laying your issues on the table. And I want to end there because today was about you and we have not heard from you. We will sit down and listen, and you will see us carrying those messages that you give us in our respective areas of representation. Gadoni, even if there is just 2 of you in that National Assembly, please stand up for these teachers. Please stand up for these teachers. And they will see you putting an effort. Aya. Hiyo bahasha utafungua tena. Asante sana. Fungua tena uongeze kitu kidogo ndani, si ndio? Thank you very much. I just want to play for you that clip from the Senate proceedings if you didn't see it this week when the CS for Education was there, and I hope you have sound. Let's go.
Honorable Speaker, in just the past 2 weeks, the Ministry of Education has actually conceded that when they were doing an audit of schools, out of they had audited 12,000 schools out of the 17,500 and found that there were 50,000 ghost students. And in fact, the PS for Education, Bitok, was before the National Assembly, and he confirmed that the problem was most rampant in secondary schools. Now, the ministry sent money to these schools. They know the schools. They know the ghost students. Can the minister tell us today the names of those schools and the names of the persons who withdrew that money? Because by my math, if you are sending 16,000 shillings as capitation, then the country has lost almost 1 billion shillings in that financial year alone from these ghost students. So who are these people who are withdrawing this money?
To Honorable Sifuna's question, yes, what we decided to do is after the Auditor General flagged out that she had done a specific audit for the last 4 years, a forensic audit for the last 4 years, where they discovered discrepancies, we decided as a ministry in this 3rd term to only release resources to schools where we have verified the number of students that have been enrolled. That exercise is ongoing. We have done 75% of it. We have about 25% to go. And those anomalies are now being discovered. So what I would urge is that we will not be able to give you the full analysis as we speak until we complete. But once we complete, we will analyze, for example, if resources were sent to a bank for school X, we'll have to find out who signed for those resources from that bank, and action will be taken, because that's criminal. So that is the reason why we are doing this verification, in order for us to be able to know for sure how many students do we have, how many learners do we have in each stage.
I pity the Senator for Bomet. He is focusing on infrastructure. He's focusing on lecture halls, workshops, and all these other things. We have all these things at the University of Nairobi. The lecturers at the universities are on the 3rd week of strike. Honorable Speaker, education is not just about these things we build. It is a whole sort of ecosystem that you build together. When will this government start respecting proceeds of legal processes, such as collective bargaining agreements? What is the latest problem? Can the CS tell us today? Why are the lecturers on the streets for 3 weeks? And the students have told us, Honorable Speaker, that if the matter is not resolved today, they will join the strike. What is going on? First-year students have reported to the university's Honorable Speaker, there are no classes. They are also on the streets. What sort of government is this?
Senator Sifuna, you know, I directed that we ask questions related to the primary question. You know, that is a very pertinent issue, Alice, which even can stop this house from proceeding in the afternoon. And I request even you just adjourn the house. You have those powers. We discuss that matter comprehensively.
No, the CS is here. Don't protect him. Let him answer these questions from the representatives of the people. And even Senator Cherargei asked about the strike. These are correlated matters.
CS, proceed and
let him tell us if we are safe or the students will be here. He is here. This government is overprotected by the speakers in this house. Let him answer the question.
Your second question was on the strikes, and I'll answer them together with Senator Sifuna's concern. But I just wish to state that earlier, I provided a response on the JS governance by referring to the Working Party recommendations and the fact that the bills are undergoing the processes that are required in order for them to be submitted eventually to Parliament, where they would then have legislative powers.
Is that it? There was an answer on JSS autonomy. Yeah, he gave a long winding story. You didn't have it there? Okay, sawa. So you can sense the frustration that we also face in the house there, because you expect that when the CS is there, he will provide concrete answers so that when I come to you, I can also give concrete answers. Now, from what he has said there, have you understood what he's saying? Sasa ukiona tumechemuka pale tunataka kushika mtu mashati, jameni, si hata ingekuwa wewe ungeshika mtu shati. Na ndio maana tunasema we want competent administration in this country, and this one clearly is not. So at this particular point in time, we have sat down for a very long time. Where's the lovely band? Yes, is it possible for you, as we usher in our bosses, because our bosses' representatives have not spoken, sindio? Wapatie pambio kali sana, alafu wakuje wafanye nini? Watuambie mambo yao sasa, sindio? Muko na maneno? Mutasema ama mutaogopa? Bas. Haya. Asante sana. There is a young man here who is itching to say hi to you. I think he's a student leader at this facility. Bro, tukaribishe hapa tu, useme kama tuko safe ama hapana, si ndio? Haya.
Asante sana. Yes, walimu power. Walimu power. My name is Julius Ikusa. I am the governor of this campus, a teacher of physics and chemistry in the University of Nairobi. And thank you so much for giving this opportunity to me. I want to start by saying that you are safe in this campus. You are safe because this is the University of Nairobi. And I'll also start by thanking Mheshimiwa, Honorable and Edwin Sifuna. He has stood by our side even when we were fighting for accommodation in this university, and we saw fruition of their efforts. Thank you so much, Bona Senator. And I would also want to say that I'm also honored to be recognized by Mheshimiwa Babu Owino, our very own. I am following his path, and he has been a very good mentor to me. Thank you so much. And our lecturers are striking. And thank you for identifying that, Honorable Senator. And we are fighting. We are facing them orthogonally, and we will make sure that our lecturers come back and we get back to class. And we are going to be the leaders of tomorrow because we have our fellow young leaders leading us to the future. Thank you so much. God bless you. Thank you.
Aya, mkimuona bunge baada ya miaka chache msishangae, si ndio? Aya, band, and then we will have the speeches. MC, I give it back to you, right? So you can guide this session. We will be taking notes there. Babu, you cannot leave. The teachers have to speak to you. Si wamekusikiza, we lazima pia uwasikize. Bas, leo ni siku yao, hawa ndio wadosi.
Aya, asante sana, tuwapigieni makofi tafadhali. Makofi hayo hayatoshi jamani. Asante sana. Kwa hivyo tutapata utumbuizaji kidogo kutoka kwa bendi yetu, kisha tutarudisha kwa wageni waliosalia. Akolo, the unit band, kazi kwenu. Tumekaa sana, tuweza simama tu kidogo walimu tafadhali.
Watu wasimame. Wangapi wanajua shala mwana? Walimu hoye! Walimu hoye! Che, 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 unapenda vitu vya che. Maisha yako hoye hoye, we bwana we, utakutosha. Che, 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 unapenda vitu vya che. Mambo ya nyumba hulipi, we bwana we, watakutoka. Che, 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 mambo ya nyumba hulipi. Maji yameshakatwa, operation kata umeme umekuja. Na twende, che, 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 mambo ya nyumba hulipi. Maji yameshakatwa, operation kata. Mbona sioni watu wakikatika? Nah, thank you so much for our teachers. We love you so much. Che, 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 mama ya nyumba hulipi. Maji yameshakatwa. Asanteni sana.
Asante sana, tuwapigie makofi tafadhali tunapoketi. Thank you. Haya. Karibu tunaelekea mwisho wa ratiba yetu. Kwa hivyo linalofuata sasa tunaenda kuwapata wawakilishi wa vitengo tofauti tofauti, ikiwa ni pamoja na shule za msingi, junior schools, high schools. Vivyo hivyo kuna wawakilishaji wa KUPPET na APBET schools. Baadaye tutakuwepo na ukataji wa keki. Kwa hivyo msiondoke bado. Na nimesikia bahasha ikitajwa. Kwa hivyo ukiondoka utaikosa. Tunaomba kutoondoka, tuwasikilize tukimalizia. Na ningependa kuwashukuru viongozi wetu. Sijaona mara nyingi viongozi wao wanaongea wa mwisho wakiondoka. Hapa tuliona tukienda kwenye chamcha, walituachia kwanza tukaenda tukala, wakala wa mwisho. Na sasa wameketi wanataka kutusikiliza. I think that is the kind of leadership we are looking forward to. Na tunawaombeeni Mungu awaneemeshe ili mahitaji yenu yote yajibiwe. Kwa hivyo ningependa kumwalika Bwana Nyaranga, Bwana Wafula. Karibu sana. Chairman, mpigie makofi anapojaa jukwaani tafadhali. Atatupeleka hii ratiba iliyobaki kwa wale ambao watakuja kutusemezea kuhusu machache. Na kabla achukue kipaza sauti, ningependa kwa sababu ya muda, ukija hapa tafadhali unapewa dakika 3. Dakika 3. Ukizidisha tutakusimamisha ama tutakukatia sauti. Na tutaki twende pale tu. Kwa hivyo tunaomba jaribu ikiwezekana hata dakika 1 ama 2. Ikizidi sana 3. Karibu Bwana Wafula.
Walimu hamjambo? Mwalimu kwanza, sivyo? Hiyo tumemaliza. The speeches that have been made here by our leaders today, and more so the summary made by our senator, that is why huku vijijini tunaongelea mambo ya mwalimu kwanza, and we also talking about a better society for teachers. Because it has to happen, it can happen, and it takes our effort and initiative. So today, as we celebrate World Teachers Day, nataka kuwakumbusha about the theme of this day. The theme is recasting teaching as a collaborative profession. The reason why we are here today, the reason why we have our partners, our political leaders, we have other we are even in this institution, is as a result of collaboration and partnership. We would not have come here to host our event here without collaboration. So I also want to thank the University of Nairobi for according us this opportunity. Our leaders from Parliament, Senate, and National Assembly, you are here because we are collaborating with you. And even our ministry, the leaders from the ministry, even our Kesha, we want to collaborate with all the leaders because this event was a high-profile event, just like ile wanasema ilikuwa Kasarani, and all were invited. So ule hajakuja hapa, sijui hajakuja kwa nini. So kwa upande wa speeches, I would like to recognize a few of us who are here, and we are going to just make remarks on behalf of the teachers, the ones that we lead, so that now our leaders are here, they can take this information to the next level. So I will want to start with our primary colleagues, teachers in our primary section, and will be represented by Madam Perry Amadi from Unity Primary in Umoja. Perry, kindly come. As Perry comes forward, we have our junior secondary school teachers, colleagues. They have their issues that we want to address and collaborate and approach it as a team. Bwana Omari, Boniface Omari, kindly come forward. Kuja, so that we save on time. So Madam Perry, kindly come, just give us some information about our primary education. Karibu sana, let's appreciate her as she comes.
Honorable Senator, distinguished guests, my fellow educators, ladies and gentlemen, plus the invited guests and the members of parliament. Habari zenyu wote. I can hear you shouting autonomy. I'm not a hoi. I'm not a hoi. I stand here today with deep gratitude as a teacher talking on behalf of the primary school fraternity. I want to thank the senator Honorable Sifuna, for being the pioneer for these celebrations, not only here in Nairobi, but in Kenya. We were here last year. He started this last year. We were also part of this collaboration. We were at Movenpick at his invitation. We want to thank you always for having us teachers in mind. As others are congregating today in Kasarani, as their first, ours is our second. And we are very happy as teachers because you have not only made this thing a teacher's thing, and we believe that it's not going to be seasonal. It's going to be something that will be happening every other year. We thank you so much for even bringing people who are talking to us about things that are affecting teachers. There are so many things that are affecting teachers, but what I like to put forward is the health of teachers, the well-being of teachers. We teachers, when we go to hospitals, we are normally embarrassed. As much as we pay we are normally deducted twice. We are deducted from SHA, we are deducted from AON. But most of the time you find that when we go to AON, accredited hospitals, we are normally turned away. And it's so embarrassing, very, very embarrassing. You as our senator, our representative, would like you to take that thing to Parliament and ensure that our well-being is taken care of. A healthy teacher gives you a healthy nation. So if you ensure that our health and our well-being is taken care of, we are assuring you that we are going to give you the best as educators of this country. I don't have much to say. I know there are so many other challenges. I know my colleagues from the junior secondary school and from the high school are going to come here and enlist them. Let us all remember that teaching, we no longer want to be called a charity. Teaching is not a charity. Just like Madam has said, hatutaki tuambiwe kila saa, tutalipwa mbinguni. We want proper remuneration. We want to be paid well here. Our workload is too much, and it should go hand in hand with what the government is paying us. Senator, we are so thankful, very, very thankful for hosting us today, and we don't take this for granted. We are looking forward for many, many more and bigger numbers of teachers celebrating this day. To my fellow colleagues here in Nairobi and in Kenya, happy World Teachers Day.
Thank you, Madam. So let's appreciate Madam Perry for those remarks. Our next speaker, who will also be very brief, is Mr. Omari Boniface. Na mimi ningependa kusema hivi kwa sababu our colleagues from in the JSS sector, si ati hatuwapendi. We want to move with you. We are colleagues, we are graduates, we are teachers like us. But also we want a structured engagement. Na ndio maana Senator ako hapa, Mheshimiwa Babu ako hapa, na wale wamekuwa hapa. If you can present a petition in 2 minutes, Senator enda ishughulikie. Welcome.
Haya, asante sana. Walimu hoye! Viva Moguls, viva! Thank you very much. I'll be brief. Chairman ameniambia kuna muda. Senator, last year we met again. Sasa nimetumwa na hao walimu tena. Wameniambia mambo ni matatu. First, they want to thank you. Because last year when we met, sisi tulikuwa intern teachers. Tukasema sababu wewe umebarikiwa uko na sauti kubwa sana. Na wewe ni SG wa chama kubwa. Tukuje kwako. We request you kindly talk on our behalf. Tunateseka na 17,000. When we came to you, ulitusikiza, you pushed. Na saa hii nikiongea mimi hapa, mimi ni mwalimu wa PNP. So nawaomba wale walimu wote wa JSS ambao wako hapa wasimame tu. You wave to the senator. Simama, simama, simama. Very beautiful, very beautiful. Tunakushukuru sana. So that's the first thing. You and the leaders here. Number 2, wamesema hata kama tuko na furaha, in the same staff rooms mahali tunakaa, kuna walimu bado 20,000 of them in the country who are still interns. So we request you again, the same way you helped us, kindly, Honorable Babu Owino, kindly push again so that come January, walimu pia wao wakue under PNP. I mean, it's sad, mwalimu amehitimu, amekuwa registered, qualified, with experience, unakuja Nairobi hii, uko na familia, you are being paid 17,000 Kenyan shillings without any medical cover. How do you survive? How? So kindly push for that. Na hii internship iangaliwe vizuri. Let them call us to the table. Tuko na ma ideas which can make this thing better. Walimu wanateseka sana. Number 3, hata wakati tuliingia hiyo PNP, tulifurahia zaidi sababu tulikuwa tunadhani kuna mambo ya medical cover. Kuingia tumeshangaa. It is not working. Yesterday kwa mtandao, there's a lady teacher who lost her life akienda kupata mtoto. It's sad. No woman should lose her life while bringing life to this world. It is sad. So hata ile mambo yenye His Excellency alisema natupeleka SHA, no, we want us to talk. Let us have a dialogue, tuelewane. Hiyo mahali penye tutapelekwa, wherever it is, what are the packages? Sana hii maternity package ni nini iko ndani? Which hospitals will we visit? We want our teachers to visit any hospital that they want. Hapana kuwekwa kwa hospital ambazo ni kiosk. Because even if we are paid 100,000, if the medical cover is not working, we are dead. We want the medical cover to work. We want the medical cover to do what? To work. Lastly, ile mambo ngumu sahi sasa iko kwenye inchi mzima. Autonomy. We have listened to you na nimeona viongozi wote munaelewa zaidi. So I will not talk about that, but I will clarify. Kuna wale wengine wenzetu ambao tunawapenda ni wanavanga green, mnawajua. They are trying to confuse the nation kwamba hawa vijana wanataka kuwa principal na wameajiriwa juzi. Wanataka confuse the nation kwamba vijana hawapendi walimu wa primary. Hapana, those are lies. Sisi tunaheshimu walimu wetu wa primary, tunawapenda, we are working together vizuri. All we are requesting for ni kwamba the original plan was 2, 6, 3, 3. Hiyo 2 ya kwanza iko na mkubwa wao anaitwa center manager. Ile 3 ya mwisho iko na mkubwa wao anaitwa principal. Hii 6 iko na mkubwa wao anaitwa head teacher. Hii 3 nyingine ni nini? Ni nini? Ni nini? It's simple. It's simple. The original plan was JSS end high school. Wakasema a 15-year-old cannot be with an 18-year-old. Okay? Saa hii wameforce a 15-year-old akona a 4-year-old kwa primary. So, this is funny. So we are requesting kindly, Mr. Sifuna, we want a dialogue with the people who are teaching in JSS. Sisi wenyewe. Ile ya kuchukua professors wanaenda wanasema mambo ya nini hapana. We want come to us, let us have a sitting. If we are wrong, we shall learn. But we know we are right. So that tupate kitu inaitwa autonomy. JSS autonomy. JSS autonomy. Lastly, we thank you, Senator Sifuna. You are very close to us as teachers, even when you have got nothing to benefit. Last year ilikuwa mwaka wa siasa, hii si siasa, so we can see that this is legit. We thank you and we don't take this for granted. Asante sana. Teachers, oi!
Thank you. Salimia mheshimiwa hapo. So walimu, thank you so much.
Now, I forgot this. The petition already tumetuma to your official email ya autonomy. Iko kwa email yako. Asante sana. Thank you.
Thank you. Now, as we draw closer, of course, we also have our colleagues in high school. Now, kuna walimu hapa. Walimu wenye tuko kwa sports. Walimu wa sports uko wapi? Mheshimiwa Sifuna, we have a program. We have sports in high school, that is from primary, junior, then to high school. And the reason even why we did our tournament this term is because in first term and in second term, our walimu hawezi wapata because they are busy in either soccer, athletics, term 1 games, term 2 games, drama, music, and all that. So kuna umesema tukutume. There are teachers who participated in sports last year, or rather even this year, East African competitions. Walimu walitoka hapa, wakahusika kule Kakamega kwa ile East African competitions. Walipeleka teams across, in fact, this is an issue that affects the whole country. Hawa walimu wajalipwa hadi wa leo. Honestly, if there is a budget, why do you have to wait? Because there is a budget to that. Why are teachers paid? Like last year, I was one of those who went to Rwanda. We were in Rwanda, we are not being paid until the last time as we were coming back. So there must be some clarity in this because there's a budget. Tulifanya mambo ya retooling. Siko hapa. Na hiyo pesa ya retooling ilikuwa tu 2,500. Mheshimiwa, 2,500 ya mwalimu. Na haijaingia mpaka wa leo. Hakuna M-Pesa, 2,500. Senator, 2,500, hiyo ilikuwa 500 per day. Hiyo pesa haijaingia kwa M-Pesa ya walimu. So we want to be part of this. We are saying that teaching is a collaborative profession. We cannot collaborate on our own. We can only collaborate with the stakeholders that are there. We have the TSC, we have the Ministry of Education, and all the other stakeholders. That for us to achieve and produce what we must produce as a people, as a team, there must also be support from all sides. So we're expecting that through your support, you are going also to ensure, because to budget from January to tunajua games itakuwa next year. Why are we again paid after the games and even much later? So that is something that you can also address because sports is also a very important part of this country. Now, to the next level, we have our SACCO, Mwalimu SACCO, and we have the chairman of the branch is here, Mr. Barasa, and also the director, Anthony Kariuki. So kindly come forward and represent the SACCO, introduce the delegates who are here, maybe by show of hands.
The guests, my fellow teachers, our host, Senator Sifuna, and the friends, good afternoon. I'm here. My name is Ruben Barasa, a teacher at Jamhuri High School, delegate at Mwalimu, and also the chair, Mwalimu Nairobi branch. One, let me take this chance first to introduce my delegates from Mwalimu. Kindly just stand, I introduce you as you wave.